Now, this story. Talks between taxi association Santaco and the city of Cape Town have wrapped up for the day. Santaco is going now to consult with its members this evening. The body is calling for all its impounded taxis to be released, but the city of Cape Town says it will continue to remove taxis which are not fit to be on the road. Let's get an update now from our reporter in our studios in Cape Town, Kevin Brandt. Kevin, good evening. Welcome to today. Again, thank you very much for your time. So what do we know about what came out of these talks and negotiations that took place today?
A very good afternoon to you, Dan. Well, discussions between the Western Cape government officials in transport in particular, as well as Santaco, resumed at around 1 o'clock this afternoon. We know that Santaco before withdrew their presence from the discussions. Ricardo McKenzie, our mobility MEC, then requested them to rejoin the talks so that the parties can come to a conclusion. We've seen over the past couple of days the impact that the ongoing strike has had on commuters' lives, as well as various sectors in society, even business, healthcare, as well as education, were affected by the strike action. The officials today met, and just around 4 or just before 4, that meeting concluded, and the officials then left. Santaco officials did not want to go into any detail with regard to what exactly was discussed, saying that they will first go back to their members in Bellville and present some form of a draft resolution between Santaco as well as the Western Cape government. The officials from government, which include Premier Alan Winde, as well as Ricardo McKenzie, he is the mobility MEC here in the Western Cape. They spoke to us, as well as Jordan Hill-Lewis, he's the mayor in the city of Cape Town, spoke to us without really giving any detail, but once again reiterating that they would want the impasse between the parties to come to an end so that taxi transport can resume and much needed relief can be provided for the commuters who depend on that form of transport in particular. Just listen to what Jordan Hill-Lewis said. Dan?
Obviously, we would have hoped that we would have had final agreement. We don't have that yet, but we've made what we think, and I think unanimously feel is a very reasonable, very considerate proposal. It is now up to them to consider it seriously. They have pledged to go back to Bellville and consult with their team and to do that. And so hopefully, with any luck, we will have agreement soon. Our first consideration in making the proposals is and will always be the safety of our commuters in this city and in this province for the Premier, and with our minds on how we can keep commuters and people who use taxis and other road users safe and make our roads safer at all times. So our proposals are in that regard, and we really sincerely hope that Santaco will now be mature, accept a reasonable proposal, and end the strike in the interests of getting back to some normalcy in the city and province.
The Mayor of Cape Town, Jordan Hill-Lewis, ending that update from our reporter Kevin Brandt from our studios in Cape Town.